Hello and welcome to Oulu, Finland for the speed finals of the UIAA Youth and Seniors European Championships. So this is the fifth time Oulu has hosted a European stop. Now we've got the under-16s, under-19s, under-21s and adults about to prove what they can do in a bid to be crowned fastest on ice. Total of 36 juniors and 32 seniors from 11 countries. My name is Tarquin Cooper and I shall be commentating throughout all the action. So, first up will be the under-16s and we've got the Youth B females. Evgenia Savitskaya, Lily Boyespoof, Ida Onella, Vivian Reinders and Lumi Pelika will head up the women. And then on the under-16 male side, we've got Suho Neo, Alexei Arseniev, Maxiv Andreev, Nilo Inki, Mikhail Sisolyetin, and Roman Shubin, both from Russia. So outside, it's -5 degrees, perfect temperature for an ice climbing contest. It will be a similar format to SAS Fe, if you remember that. So that means it's a single, not a dual format. Athletes get 3 runs, and it's the fastest one that counts. And it's all about to kick off very shortly, just a few minutes now until the start. First up will be Lily Boyespoof, local athlete. See her just here, getting ready. Quite a big day today of action. And she is the very first climber. I'll be forgiven for feeling a little bit nervous. So she begins her first ascent. First of 3, and it's a lightning start for Lily Boyespoof. On this semi-natural ice. Of course, it's man-made, but it closely replicates the kind of ice you would experience in the outdoors. 22 meters high. She's just 12 years old. Lots of shouts from below. Gets the timing mat, and that's the end of her run. So next up will be Lumi Pelika. Just seeing the end again of Lily's run there. So it's just a little romp up that ramp. And then we come to the vertical section and look at her go. Just 12 years old. In fact, she is the youngest of all competitors here today. Really great technique there. Saw her competing at the Youth World Championships in SAS Fe a few weeks ago, where she came 5th in the under-16s, and she's really going for it, attacking that ice, which is great to see, almost at the timing mat. There we are, 41.45. 5 seconds faster than her Finnish teammate, Lily Boyespoof. And next up is Evgenia Savitskaya. Genya from Russia. 14 years old, runs up that ramp. She's also got an excellent technique, just very slow and very steady, just nicely walking up there. But great to see. Minimum wastage of energy there, very efficient. Good shout of Dabai from below. And 40, she moves into the lead there with that technique, 28.07 seconds. So 13 seconds faster. So just see her technique there. She looked like it wasn't fast, but it was just so efficient there. Just walking nice and steady up the ice, very careful, perfect placements for her feet and hands. Great performance from the young 14-year-old. Now we're with the boys now. Niho Suo, 14 years old. Seventh in Sasfe. Now the ice is nicely chopped up. So there's some, all you got to do is hook. Lots of previous placements there. We're not seeing the ice fracture like we did. You sometimes see. He's just reaching up, making his way up. The left foot there is just off to the side. Need to keep those front points pointing in. Keep those heels, not allow them to get too high. There he goes, gets the timing mat. 52.27 for the young Niho Suho. So next up is a 13-year-old from Russia, Alexei Arseniev. Haven't seen him in speed before, but it looks like he is no stranger. Those legs are scrabbling up that ice. And he's already making very fast progress. Great technique, legs moving very quickly. Russian teammates cheering him on. Perfect conditions today, -5 degrees. Gets the timing mat. Be interesting to see what his score is, 33.43. So we're seeing athletes really race up that opening ramp. That's Maxim Andreev, 14 years old. Very, very quick start onto the ice there from the Russian. He's really attacking the ice, keeping the arms quite close to the body. Some athletes prefer that technique. You don't want to be doing massive reaches with your arms. Just keeping them quite close, short placements, hooking the ice. And he's there, gets the timing mat. 37.18. Just 5 seconds off the pace from his teammate, Alexei Arseniev. Had a bit of a, lost his footing at that point. So we've got another Finnish athlete coming up now, and this is Niilo Inki. 13 years old. A lot of enthusiasm there as he attacks the ice. He will, of course, will have the home advantage. Being more familiar with this ice tower than perhaps some of the other athletes. And of course, the home advantage of being a Finnish athlete in Oulu, Finland. Very fast time there. Let's see. And he goes into the lead. 32.36 for Niilo Inki. Did well to recover his footing. The ice tower is not too steep for these youngsters, so we're not seeing them come off, which is good. This is Michal Sisolietin. See, he's got some knee protection there. And that's a very fast start. Just running up there. Incredible speed from this 14-year-old. Flying to covers. Oh, this could be a very fast time indeed. He's really going up there like a pro. 16.56. He goes into the lead. Fantastic performance there from Sisolietin. He took the silver at the World Youth Championships in Saas-Fee. He was also second in Tumen last year. So already a veteran youth competitor. Right, last up, Roman Shubin from Russia. He's also a two-time youth champion. And he's very fast indeed. Let's see if it's enough to beat his teammate Sisolietin. Oh, he's got his right pick stuck there. That might have cost him. Very fast indeed. He's just racing up there. Wait for the scoreboard. 14.34 seconds. And that is enough to go into the lead. So every athlete has got 3 runs, and it is the fastest one that counts. So he's off to a good start. We will now go back to the girls, and it will be Lily Boyespoof from Finland who goes up next. Now, her previous time was 46.92. So she'll be looking to get a little bit faster than that. Makes a fast start up the ramp. And now attacks this ice tower. So far, so good for Lily Boyespoof. Doesn't quite have the finesse of some of the other athletes competing. But it's still early days yet. It's just fantastic to see these youngsters competing. And she's part of this burgeoning Finnish scene. Almost there, just another meter. Can she get the timing map? There she goes, she got it. 49.53 is her time. Not quite as fast as her first run. So it's quite interesting how they build this ice tower. They need the cool temperatures. But if it gets too warm, the ice can just get oversaturated. But too little water and it freezes and the pipes freeze. And when that happens, they have to defrost it. Now, this is a little Lumi Pelika, 12 years old, youngest competitor competing today. Races up the ramp and now onto this vertical section. and really attacks it. Just fantastic technique there. Placing those picks confidently, moving those feet up. Really great to see. Her previous time was 41.45. 36.76. So 5 seconds quicker. So if the pipes freeze, they have to be taken indoors and manually defrosted, which happens a couple of times every winter. So it requires quite a lot of management and upkeep, this tower. This is Evgenia Savitskaya from Russia, 14 years old.
Yes, come on.
Very fast. Barring a disaster, the win is hers. Although, of course, everyone's a winner in the under-16s with only 3 athletes competing. Everyone is guaranteed a medal. Be interesting to see whether this is faster than her previous run of 28.07. And it is 25.62 seconds. She's also favouring the knee protection. We're starting to see athletes wear a little bit of protection, certainly amongst the youth competitors. This is Suho Neo. Full start. A little bit too eager. You're allowed a couple of full starts and then that's it. Wait for the pips.
Ready, attention.
Now he's off. The judge, it's ready, attention, and then the bleep. Really going for it, this youngster. Oh, nearly came off. Hanging in there and really going for it, pulling hard on those tools. He's also got the home advantage. All the Finns here cheering him on. That's it for Suho Neo, 43.60. Almost 10 seconds faster than his previous run. So that is a successful result for the 14-year-old Finnish athlete. Yeah, we just see his right arm pop. Getting his left foot into a nice pocket in the ice. Now it's the Russians. Alexei Arseniev, first up, races up that ramp. Oh. Nearly came off. Doing so well, hanging in there, fighting hard. Sometimes it seems as though they're just trying too hard. He's looking, his last time was 33.43. He's looking just possibly a little bit faster. Gets the timing, Matt. 32 seconds exactly. 1 second, 43 faster than his previous run. Great effort there from Alexei Arseniev. Perhaps a little bit unlucky in a couple of spots. There he just lost his footing. So that's his teammate, Maxim Andreev.
Attention.
And he means business with this style of ascent, just attacking this ice tower. Very fast indeed. Previously 37.18, and this is much faster indeed. 22.33 seconds. And that puts him into third place for now. So the rope comes off and they're ready to clip in Niilo Inki. Much better performance there from Andreev. He's happy about it.
Attention.
This is Inki. Inki looking to give it his all. Really getting stuck in. 32.36 is his time to beat. Definitely looking faster than that. What's he going to get the timing match in? 23.02 seconds. Again, much, much faster second run. Almost 15 seconds faster. Great climbing there from the Finnish athlete. This is Mikael Sisiolitin.
Ready. Attention.
Very fast indeed. Tools barely touching the ice. He's just floating up there. Oh, that will cost him. How much remains to be seen. It's back on the tower. Last section. Not sure that will be faster. 16.56 was his first run, and this is 17.99. He got off to an absolute flying start, and then you just saw the right just skated off the ice there. Didn't hold. Fortunately, he was able to halt it. Last up, Roman Shubin. Younger brother of Pavel Shubin, who's also competing today.
18.
So Roman currently has the fastest time of 14.34 seconds. Can he improve on it?
Ready. Attention.
And he's off. Not placing his tools at all on that ramp. Literally just running. Bit of a pause on that bit. Pick got stuck, but he's back on the horse. Hits the timing mat. 13.90 seconds, which is faster than his first time. And cements his first place position. Great technique there. So that's the time to beat, 13.90. So now it's the final run of the girls. This is Lily Boyer-Spoof. His previous best was 46.92.
Come on, Lily. Come on, Lily.
she's just 12 years old. Had to wiggle her left pick there to free it. She's really going for it. She's got the enthusiasm. She's got the technique. First year competing. She's looking a little bit faster than her previous two ascents. Let's see. Almost at the timing, Matt. Come on, one more. She got it. 39.16. 10 seconds faster than her previous best. Unfortunately, it still leaves her in third place, but fantastic result there for Oya Spoof. All great experience for these young athletes. Next up, Lumi Pelika, the youngest of all athletes competing today. Just rolls her shoulders, makes sure she's warmed up, gets that right foot into position, ready to run up this ramp. Oh. Nearly. Great to see so much enthusiasm and fighting spirit from these young athletes. Pelika absolutely going for it. Previous best was 36.76. Definitely looking faster than that. Let's see, only another meter to go. Come on. Gets the timing, Matt. 30.63 seconds. Just see how those athletes are just able to run up that opening bit. Oh, she came a little bit unstuck at the bottom of the vertical section. She'll walk away in second place. And that's the final run of Evgenia Savitskaya. She's done the ramp. Now onto the vertical section of this 22-meter tower. And it's just this very calm technique we're seeing here. Almost flawless. Very fast indeed. Let's see. 25.62 was her previous best. And this is 22.28 seconds. Improved with every ascent. She'll be very happy with that. That cements her first place. She will take the gold in the under 16 girls. Flawless performance there from the 14-year-old Russian. Suhonio now begins his final run. And he's looking very serious indeed. 43.60 was his previous best. He's currently lying at the bottom of the rankings. Let's see if this can help him move up a little bit. Just fighting to stay in the game right now. Not far now, just a few more meters. Oh, and he's off. Unfortunately, that route won't count for him. Got to get the timing, Matt. Now come the Russians. This is Alexei Arseniev, 13 years old. Already showing the fighting spirit that you need. And technique, getting a good view of the ice there, just how steep it is. They do, even these youngsters, make it look easy. And that it is certainly not. Previous best was 32 seconds. Athletes have a minute to get to the top. Almost there, gets the timing mat, and that is 33.52 seconds. Just not quite as fast as his previous, almost 2 seconds slower. But good consistency, 33.43, 32 and 33.52. Now it's his teammate, Maxim Andreev. Year older, at 14. Ready to show us what he's capable of. Super fast start there now as he hits the vertical section of the ice tower. Unfortunately, that's going to cost him. Just got a little bit stuck there. Previous best, 22.33. But those earlier sticking points may have cost him. Let's see, gets the timing mat. 28.19 seconds. Not as fast as his second run of 22.33. So next up, from Finland, Niilo Inki.
Ready, attention.
Fourth Sasfe a few weeks ago. Can he get onto the podium? Can he beat the Russians? Really going for it now. His previous best was 23 seconds. 23.38. Not quite enough to beat the Russians, but the Finns can actually walk away happy today because over in the Olympics, they've just won the gold medal against the Russians in the ice hockey. So the Finns will be celebrating big time today. Last day of the Olympics. Maybe one day we will see the ice climbing. There, let's hope so. This is Mikhail Sisiolitin, and very, very fast athlete indeed. So watch closely because blink and he'll be at the top. Very fast indeed. He's also got this Russian floating technique. Just seems to effortlessly fly up the wall. 15.48 seconds. It's his fastest run. Not quite as fast, though, as his Russian teammate, Roman Shubin. His current best is 13.90 seconds. But it's enough to secure Mikhail the second place, the silver medal in these youth championships. So last up is Roman Shubin. One tool in the ice. And he's off. Just racing up there. Running up the ice. Literally just running up a vertical wall of ice. Incredible to see. Very fast indeed. And that is 13 seconds exactly. 0.9 seconds faster than his previous best. And that secures his win of the under-16s in the men. So Roman Shubin takes the gold. Mikhail Sisiolitin wins silver. And it will be Maxim Andreev who takes the bronze in the under-16 boys. There we go. But great performance also from Niilo Inki, Alexei Arseniev and Suho Neo. Of course, at this age, it's all about the taking part, getting the mileage, and lots of experience. So all Russian finish lineup. And then over on the girls, Evgenia Savitskaya takes first place, Lumi Pelika into second, and Lily Boyaspoof takes the third. So we shall now move on to the under-19s. And this is Ronja Kailija. A 16-year-old athlete from Finland. She was 6th in the under-19s a few weeks ago in the World Championships. And her first of 3 runs begins. What does she have in store for us today? Pick just got a little bit stuck. They're not serrated, these picks, to make them more easy to extract. And you'll see that athletes aren't swinging their arms. It's all about just placing them, hooking them, as ice climbers say. Minimal swing, just reach up, place, and step up. Of course, you don't know how good a hold is until you need to pull on it. Sometimes the ice can fracture. So 48.06 seconds. That becomes the time to beat for the other athletes. So we've got a full lineup of 8 athletes in the under-19s in the female. And the next up is her teammate, Johanna Turi. She is 17 years old. And she was also joint 6th a few weeks ago in Switzerland. Another member of this growing youth team from Finland. Really going for it here in the middle section of this ice tower. Johanna Turi. Showing a technique. Almost there, just a few more meters. Gets the time at 50.66. Just 10 seconds off the cutoff. Athletes get 60 seconds on the wall. Quite a big wall. I mean, often you don't see ice towers this high. This is 22 meters. They sort of start from around 15 meters in length. This is Meri Livak. 15 years old. Just lost her right leg there, skidded out underneath her, but it doesn't seem to have slowed her down. She's certainly got the pace. Sometimes it sounds counterintuitive. Athletes need to just slow it down a little bit. You can see that with a slightly calmer technique, you can still be very, very fast. Just, oh no, she's off. Ooh, disappointed. See a little bit of frustration there from Meri Livak. Till then, she was doing nicely, just hopping up. It was the left, it was the left that came loose. Selena Bossard. So we've seen her competing for quite a few years now, 18 years old, from Switzerland. Looking very, very proficient, looking very confident as well. didn't compete in the speed in Sasfe a few weeks ago. She was 9th in Kirov back in 2020. The under-19s then. And I think we can see a slightly higher placement this time around. Gets the timing mat in 29.11 seconds, which puts her into the lead. Still with several more athletes to go. 4 more athletes. That is the time to beat, 29.11. But the Russians are coming. And they do well in this sport. They do own it. Now we have Tilda Kirchenwerter. 5th in the under-19s a few weeks ago. She's been competing for a few years. Competed in the under-16s in Oulu back in 2019 when it hosted the youth championships then. Been competing a few years. Oh, she did well to hang on there. Just a few more meters for Kirchenwerter. Gets the timing mat. 35.80 seconds for her, which provisionally puts her into 2nd place. But we can expect these the leaderboard to look a little bit different after the Russians have had their run. And now Elizaveta Smirdova steps up to the plate. 17 years old. Very fast up the first bit, just onto this vertical tower. Little pause at the beginning, just to get on it. May have cost her, but let's see. Ooh. Just her feet there. She's back on it. Just up these last steps, up to the top. Gets the timing mat. 25.05. She moves into 1st place. Just 2 more athletes to come in the under-16 girls. See, we've got the each athlete has 2 B layers in the speed discipline. And this is Olga Vulegzanina. Let's see what this 16-year-old can do. She's certainly got the pace, the technique, this amazing flying Russian style. Barring a disaster, this should be a very fast time. Let's see. Gets the timing mat. 19.68. Fastest time we've seen so far. Almost 6 seconds faster than her teammate. Still 2 more runs. I mean, just beautiful technique there. Great condition, the ice as well. It's about -5 at the moment. Now, Daria Glotova is next. Last year's world champion. Oh no, she's got a pick stuck. That'll cost her. But she's a very fast athlete, so who knows? Maybe she'll be able to recover. Twice she's had a pick stuck. She's getting picks. Going for this little side technique, going up the kind of the side of that. We haven't seen that before. Gets the timing mat. 21.32, not as fast as Olga Vulegzanina. Now, what happened? She had a couple of points where pick just got stuck in the ice. There, it was that left just got stuck. She picked a slightly different line of attack, avoiding the central Runnel preferring to go up the side. Reflecting the technique, you'll see some athletes preferring that more of a sort of side technique where you're, instead of the tool placements being directly above you, they're more to the side, a little bit more sort of crab-like. Right, boys now, under 19. And this is Erno Robert Sergai, 18 years old, from Hungary. First time competing in speed. He's more of a lead practitioner in competing on the European Cup. He's looking good for his first time. It's all about getting onto the scoreboard. And he does that in a time of 34.76 seconds.
With a clean first round, Erhan ready to put it all out of the second round.
No, I'm not ready. Oh, super. Sweating like Halad. Már négyet másztam életembe belőle.
So next up is Theo Elasovo, 15 years old. Now, he only managed a 12th place in Asfe at the World Youth Championships. Let's see if he can improve on that. He's certainly going for it. Oh, the left just came loose there. Not quite the precision of his tool placements. But it's getting lots of support from the crowd below. 31-6-1, he moves into the lead. Three more Russian athletes to come. This is Alexander Zaganov. He's clipped into the rope. It's one tool. You've got to have a tool in the ice in your starting position. But races up there like a sprinter, and he's off. He's off already. Didn't even get onto the main wall. How disappointing for him. Just set off and just didn't manage to get onto that vertical section. Seems he's being permitted another go. There's some deliberations perhaps among the judges. No, it's off. Yeah, a fall is a fall. If you fall off, that is the end of your attempt. Disappointing for Zaganov, but he gets two more runs. So next up, Zakhar Novozolev, 16-year-old, who was third in Sasfe. So he's a very fast athlete indeed. And looking extremely fast here today. What a performance from this Russian athlete. Oh, just loses a couple of seconds there. Gets the timing mat. That will put him into the lead. 13.89 seconds. Unassailable lead, perhaps. Such good technique and performance here from this Russian. Certainly the Russians have got their technique and dialed. Very good setup. But this is Danila Naumov. He won in Sasfe a few weeks ago. Also very, very fast, and he makes a flying start up there. Oh no, he's just got his left pick stuck, but he's fighting back. Oh, he's going very, very quickly indeed. This will be very interesting to see what the time this is. 11.77 seconds, 2 seconds faster than his teammate Novozalev. Brilliant performance there from 17-year-old. So that brings to a close the under-19 men round, and now we move back to the under-19 female round, and this is Ronja Kaila, local Finnish athlete. You can hear, come on, Ronja. Previous time, best was 48.06 seconds. Tower looks in great condition. -5 today. Cold, but not too cold. Finland, of course, does see some epically cold temperatures. Doesn't help with performance, or even the quality of the ice, but just a couple more meters to go for Ronja. Very, very confident hit of the timing map. 46.87 seconds. Slightly faster, second and a half faster than her previous run. Lost her left a moment ago. There we go. She got the timing map. Now, Johanna Turi is next to step up. 17-year-old from Finland.
Ready, attention.
So Johanna moves up the ramp. Now, onto the vertical section. Oh, and she's off. Ooh, a little bit of frustration there. It happens. Up until then, she was looking confident. Not as fast as some of the other athletes, but good technique. Perhaps that right foot a little bit out to the side. Next up is the third Finnish athletes, 4 competing in the under-19 females. And that is Meri Livak, 15 years old.
Ready, attention. Come on, Mary, come on.
Up the ramp. Gets onto vertical wall. Now, let's see what she can do. Ooh, lost the left pick there. Did well to get that back into the ice. Fighting now, really determined. Pulling hard on those picks. Perhaps not getting as much height as some of the other athletes in her feet, and she's also off. 35.45, but doesn't count. Frustrating for her too. Looked as though she wasn't getting the height and the power that she needed to from her legs, just very sort of short steps. That's where all your speed comes from. It's the legs that do the heavy lifting. And her left pick just came loose there.
Ready, attention.
So this is Selina Bossard from Switzerland, competing for a few years now, confident performer. Currently lying in 4th place, best time 29.11. She needs to shave a few seconds off that. She's to get onto podium place on the leaderboard.
Keep moving, come on, come on.
Can she do it? A couple more meters. Gets the timing mat. 27.01. Well, it's a couple of seconds faster than her previous, but still leaves her in 4th place. Currently in 3rd is Elizaveta Smedova in 25 seconds. So Bossard will need to just dig deep on that final run. Just try and shave a couple more seconds. But next up is Tilda Kwikenvirta, 16-year-old from Finland. Previously 35.80. Currently lying in 5th position. Now let's see what she can do on her second run. Just needs a little bit of luck not to come off. Hanging in there. Just a meter to go. Good, confident whack of the timing mat, which gives a time of 34.78 seconds. Still leaving her in 5th place on the leaderboard. So getting ready for her second run is the Russian athlete Elizaveta Smedova, 17 years old. Good few kicks off the right foot there to launch herself up the ramp. She does that successfully now. She moves on to the vertical section and looking very confident and fast. Barring any disasters, this could be a very good time. Let's see. Also deploying that side technique there. 23.07 seconds. 3rd place. Some way off the pace of Olga Vulegzanina. Currently dipping in just under 20 seconds. Another 4 seconds have got to come off that time for Smedova to go into the lead. But she'll be happy with that. 3rd place for now. So this is Vulegzanina, 16 years old. Runs up that first section. Now she attacks the ice tower. All about minimizing those mistakes, those unforced errors. Which Lady Luck comes into play, gets the timing mat. 21.02. Fast time, but only gets her not quite as fast as her first run of 19.68 seconds.
That's good. Yes, he looks really.
But still leaves her in 1st place with Daria Glotova to come. Glotova had a bit of an unlucky first run, so she will be looking to be much faster on this second one, hoping perhaps a little bit of luck goes her way. There is a little bit of luck involved in this sport, you can't deny it. The ice is variable. It can hold all day for all the previous athletes and then suddenly fracture just when you place your pick into it. So off she goes, very determined indeed. Gets onto the ice. Now she has this slightly different technique. She's off to the right on that kind of corner. Likes to pull from the side. You can really see it with that right arm. Now, looking good, faster than her previous run. Gets the timing map. What's her time going to be? 18.61. She's done it. She moves into 1st place. Very confident performance there. Exactly a second faster than her teammate Olga Vulegzanina. His previous best we just saw was 19.68, but with this performance, Daria Glotova gets a time of 18.61 seconds. So this is Erno Robert Sergei from Hungary on for his second run. Previous 34.76. So he's got nice steady technique. He's new to the sport. He's looking very secure. Not in danger of coming off, that's for sure. There we go. Gets the timing, Matt. Allows himself 29.94, allows himself a little final jump just to get that. It currently leaves him in third place and 5 seconds faster than his previous run.
Csak kezdem megtanulni a technikát.
So now this is the 15-year-old Teo Helasvo. Previously 31.61. If he can shave just a couple of seconds off that time, will put him ahead of Sergei. Certainly got the fighting spirit. Hanging in there, fighting till the end. Just got his pick a little bit stuck there on my left. 31.13. Half a second faster than his previous run. Good consistency. Oh, he did well to prevent himself falling there. Both tools dug in, arresting that fall. So, Zakhar Novozelev now. Previous under-16 youth champion. Oh, he's got the technique. Look at him fly. Oh, no, he's just got his right pick stuck there. That'll cost him. But he's making up for it. Let's see what that brings. 13.18. Amazingly, that doesn't put him into lead, and that's what cost him. So he fell on his first run, so he'll be happy at least he's on the scoreboard, currently in second place. Now Danila Naumov is last up. He's currently in top spot, 11.77 seconds, very fast. Excuse me, this is Alexander Zaganov.
Wait a moment. I think it would mind if you can
So, Zakhar Novozelev.
Ready? Attention!
Very fast start, sprints up the ramp, hits the wall hard. Really fighting. Very fast indeed, leaping in bounds and great strides. Gets that timing, Matt. That's a very, very fast time indeed. 12.97 seconds. And that puts him into second place, ahead of Alexander Zaganov. Just flawless style there from Novozelev. Now, last up is Danila Naumov. Extremely fast indeed. Could this be even faster than his first run? Absolute lightning ascent. 10.83 seconds there from Danila Naumov.
Amazing, amazing landing from Danila.
Even with that little pause, still able to absolutely crush it. And Naumov won in Saas-Fee a few weeks ago at the World Youth Championships. It looks as though he's on track, unless anyone can stop him, to win the European Youth Championships. We shall have to wait and see, because now it's back to the under-19 females. And this is Ronja Kaila on her third and final attempt. Previous times of 48 seconds and then 46 seconds. Managed to shave 2 seconds off. Let's see if she can shave another couple of seconds from her third and final attempt. Part of the Finnish youth team who went to Saas-Fee a few weeks ago. Almost there. 41.28. Indeed, she is faster. Almost 5 seconds faster than her previous run. Still only leaves her in 6th place on the leaderboard. She abseils back down. That's Johanna Turi, who's clipped into the rope. 17-year-old, also from Finland.
Ready? Attention!
Running start for Turi. Couldn't help noticing that she didn't start with a tool in the ice. Normally, you have to place one tool. Has to be in the starting position in the ice, but perhaps because there's a ramp, it's slightly different. So 50.66 was her previous best. Let's see what she's got for us. Lost her right foot there. Still fighting. Battling this vertical tower. Got the timing, Matt. 50.81 seconds. Not quite as fast as her first run of 50.66. But it's all good mileage and experience for the 17-year-old. Teammate sharing a little joke there. So Meri Livak is next up. Nice to see that friendly spirit between teammates. 15 years old. Now she fell on both her previous runs, so she will only have one goal, and that is to stay on the ice. Just hopping up, getting those picks in, and then hopping the legs up. Let's see, can she stay on the route? So far, so good. Really going for it. Only a few meters to go. Meri Livak gets herself onto the scoreboard with a time of 42.91 seconds. So she will be pleased with that after 2 falls. That was third time, case of third time lucky, perhaps. Now it's 18-year-old Selina Bossard now from Switzerland.
Ready? Attention.
Previous best 27.01. She needs to shave a couple of seconds off her previous to stand any chance of getting onto the podium. Currently lying in 4th place. Just got to shave a little bit more time off and go for it. She can't afford any pauses, any hiccups. Pick a little bit stuck. Just a few more meters to go. Last effort there from Bossard. Gets the timing map, but it's 28.36. It's not quite fast enough. Not as fast enough to get her onto 3rd place, and it's not as fast either as her second run of 27 seconds. Just a second and a half off the pace. But still, great performance there from the Swiss athlete. Now the rope goes to Tilda Quichenwerter. Currently lying in 5th place.
Ready? Attention.
With a best time of 34.73. She's now on the main structure. This vertical section. Opting to go straight up the middle. Most athletes choosing this line to just take it directly, using that regular technique, arms quite close to the body, but up above, not off to the side. Great performance here from Quickenwerter, 32.31. That's marginally quicker than her second run of 34.73, leaving her provisionally in 5th place in the standings. Now it's the Russian athletes who follow. And this is Elizaveta Smedova. Smedova currently lying in 3rd place.
Ready? Attention.
Previous best 23.07 seconds. Can she improve on that with this run? And the answer is no. It's a fall for Smedova. Unlucky there. Right was good. Yeah, the right came off, then the left. Unfortunately, not possible to stay on with just your feet. So Olga Vuleg-Zanina now steps up. Previous youth champion. We're going to see her triumph again today. Currently in 2nd place. Previous best was 19.68. Done well to recover, but this doesn't look like a winning run. Great recovery, though, from Vuleg-Zanina, 22.49 seconds. Amazing ability of some of these athletes to stay on. So she will walk away with a 2nd place, however. Gently lowered down. Doesn't look so happy with her performance. Now, next up, And last up is Daria Glotova, whose first place is secure. The only time to beat is her own, which is 18.61 seconds. And with a start like that, it looks like she means business. She wants to get faster. She wants to do better. Last time around, she got her pick stuck. What kind of time can she get? 16.54 seconds. That is the fastest run from all the under-19 females. A couple of seconds faster than her previous run of 18.61. And that secures her win today. She becomes the youth champion, European youth champion. Here today. So Daria Glotova takes the first, Olga Vulegzanina takes the second, and Elizaveta Smedova takes the bronze. Robert Erno Sergei now. Really fast start there. Doing so well considering this is just his first time competing in speed. Previous best was 29.94. This is looking a little bit faster. Oh, cheeky jump just to get the time out. 26.83. It is faster. Great effort there from Erno Robert Sergei. Not enough to get him onto the podium place, but great experience and mileage there for the Hungarian athlete. A quick glimpse of the lead route there. Next up, from Finland, Teo Helasovo. At 15, he's the youngest of the under-19 men competing. He finished 12th in the Youth Championships in SAS a few weeks ago, so he's already done better than that. Oh, and he's off. So he walks away with his fastest time being 31.13. So this is Alexander Zaganov from Russia, 17 years old. 13.18 was his previous best. This is looking very fast indeed. Is it enough to get him into first place? 11.78 seconds, and the answer is no, it's not, but it does get him second. Danila Naumov still a second faster. 10.83 is the time to beat. But what a performance here from Zaganov. Just really effortless, perfect technique. Also, you see him going up to the side there. Has he hurt his leg? He's just holding his right thigh there. The medic is taking a look. Puncture wounds are not uncommon. We saw from Epic TV Matt Groom injure himself when he had a go on the cess. But this is Zakhanon Novoselov making a lightning strike start up this vertical tower. A little bit of a pause there, recovers, gets the timing at 14.42. Not as fast as his previous run, which is 12.97, but leaves him third place still. Yes, Matt Groom from Epic TV had a go in SAS Fay a few weeks ago and managed to stab himself. A little puncture wound on the thigh. It's not uncommon.
Last lap of being run.
So Danila Naumov now.
Ready?
First place is assured, but the time to beat is 10.83, which was a super fast. And this is looking even faster. Incredible performance here. He's absolutely flying up there.
The UIAA got keep up.
Oh,
11.9 seconds. Not quite as fast as
11.51 seconds. Amazingly, not quite as fast as his first run. It was absolutely flawless right until the very last moment we had to hit the timing mat. This is really an elite level performance. And these performances do go through to the seniors championship. So these results will put them into chance to win the overall speed finals. And they will carry over. So you can walk away with a double. You can be a youth champion as well as a senior champion. And that will be interesting to find out if that will be the case for Danila Naumov. But now it's Ronja Kaila. Ready?
Ready? Attention!
Excuse me. No, it's not. Of course, we've finished. We've moved on to, it's Caitlin Russell-Connor. We've moved on to the under-21s from Great Britain. First up of the under-21 females. So far, so good. Really great performance here from Caitlin. Good technique. Gets that timing mat in time of 28.35.
First half, 28.31 seconds. 21. 9 seconds.
Caitlin was, we saw her competing in SAS. She was 6th there, the under-21s. So she moves onto the scoreboard, 28.35. There are just 4 women taking part in the under-21. And this is Anna Pavliuk, 19 years old, from Russia. She was 5th overall in SASFE. Clearly benefits from the Russian training program and all the facilities they have. 18.04. Solid performance there from Anna Pavliuk.
18 seconds.
Never looked in danger. We've seen faster athletes, but look very confident. Now this is Yulia Filatova, 21 years old, and a name we've come to get to know on the ice climbing circuit, already a veteran for some years. She was 2nd overall in SASFE. Very fast indeed, keeps those arms nice and tight, nice and close. She romps up the middle section, gets the timing mat, the time of 16.09, moving into 1st place. Just Irina Dubotseva still to come, but this is Filatova. Really great technique there. Some variation you see athletes using, some keeping their arms quite close to the body, others preferring this side technique. Irina Dubotseva, 20 years old.
Attention!
She was 3rd in the under-21s, 4th overall in SAS a few weeks ago at the World Championships. And this looks like another winning performance, potentially very strong. 14.97, and she moves into the lead with that time. The bar is now very high, 14.97, with Yulia Filatova at 16.09 and Anna Pavliuk at 18.04.
sitten päästäänkin U21
And those feet belong to Benjamin Bossa. More of a lead climber than speed. But we've seen great things from him before. Last year, he came 5th in Champagne. So far, so good. Looking pretty solid. His left picture's got a little bit stuck there. He's having to wiggle to free it. He gets the timing mat. 21.17 seconds. He's on the scoreboard at least.
After Benjamin, we have Jonathan Brown, also from England.
Good, solid performance. Now, Jonathan Brown from Switzerland is next up. Originally from South Africa. Fast start up the ramp. Now onto the vertical ice. He's a fast climber. Well, he's got that side pull going on. Careful not to snag the rope. Super fast time, 14.77 from Jonathan Brown. He will be happy with that. Best time on the youth speed is 5th in Kirov 2020, when Kirov hosted the youth championships just before the world went into lockdown. Great performance there, Jonathan Brown. Some stiff competition to come, though, including from this man, Ivan Loshchenko, 20 years old.
Ready, attention.
Just runs up that opening ramp without even placing a tool. And he's already halfway up. Just a few more meters to go. Loshchenko, what's it going to be? 16.40. Not quite as fast as Brown. Brown will be very happy with his first time. Loshchenko came 7th in Sasfay in the under-21s. He's not the fastest of speed climbers. Unlike this man, Nikita Glazerin. So blink now, because this man is fast, and you might miss him if you have to blink again. Super fast start. Look at him go. Just flying up this route. He's already going to be at the timing mat. Just a few more meters. The camera can barely keep up with him. 10.55. Fastest time we've seen today. Incredible athlete, Nikita Glazerin. 5-time youth speed champion. Is he going to make it a 6th? Not if this man can help it. Next up will be Pavel Shubin. 18 years old, older brother of Roman Shubin, who we saw earlier in the under-16s. Also a very fast climber. Whoa, that's a fast start as he gets onto the vertical wall. Just floating up this wall of ice. That'll cost him. Unfortunately, a bit unlucky there. Pavel Shubin, 11.40. See, just a little bit of luck and be in contention to be in the top spot. Just amazing to watch these athletes and see how fast they can go. Just using their legs, powering themselves up, just launching, almost kind of dynoing the whole way up. So Igor, 19 years old.
Ready, attention.
Again, he wastes no time. to get up there, going very fast. Those legs. Oh, and he's dropped a tool. He dropped a tool and managed to keep going. 11.84. I don't think he got the timing, Matt. What happened there? Just the tool got stuck and he kept going. Amazing. He managed to keep on going for a few meters above. He lost it there. We saw it got stuck and he carried on. Tried to hold on with his right. And just couldn't quite, and he was off. Haven't seen that before. Amazing. He managed to do even a few more meters without his tool. So this looks like Igor Zinoviev. No, excuse me, it's Danila Bikolov.
Ready, attention.
Oh, he's so fast. So fast indeed. Absolute lightning speed here from Bikolov. 10.93, but not as fast as Nikita Glazerin. So he will move into second place. That opening run, 10.93 seconds. So all these times from the men will go through to the seniors. So, but it's now off to, with the women. This is Caitlin Russell Connor. Caitlin, excuse me. 18 years old. Previously a competition climber, but decided to switch to ice climbing, saying it was more fun. Also involved lots of travel, which she likes. Now she's attacking this wall with gusto. I lost the right there, and she's off. Manages a smile though. So her previous best was 28.35, and that will be the time that she stays with after this. It's looking okay until here it all went wrong. That right just ripped. So Anna Pavliuk now ready to start. She begins with a tool in the ice. Dubai. Words that we often hear. Russian for go, go, go. 18.04 was her previous. This is looking faster. It is faster, 15.79. Two and a bit seconds faster than her previous run. Puts her into second place. Nice confident start. Hard to criticize that. Absolutely great performance there. Now, Yulia Filatova is next up. Previously 16.09. So if she can maintain this, it should be faster than those 16 seconds. A little bit of ice just falling on the camera lens. She's going hard. Oh no, she's off. Just in the final few meters, she only had that last little section to go, 18.8. Not that it counts because it's a full. Unlucky for Filatova. That means Dubotseva has a clear run. She was just looking very confident here. It was all going swimmingly well until that right just came loose. Ice fractured. Does happen. Irina Dubotseva, 20 years old. Whoa, that's so fast. Just runs up the ramp. Has she actually placed an ice tool yet? Just flying up there. It's almost like she's being winched up. She's so fast. Previous time was 14.97. And this is 13.50. So she's managed to shave half a second off her previous run. Maintains a very dominant lead. Will be very difficult for anyone to better that time. Now we go back to the men, and it is Benjamin Bossard, brother of Selina Bossard,
Ready.
19 years old.
Benjamin Bossard, big number 78. He started the second round.
Previously 21-17. Can he be faster this time around? Let's see what he can do.
Strong start from the
Often you see athletes faster on this second run. Hits it again to make sure, and he is faster, 16.87 seconds. 4 seconds faster than his previous. First run, athletes can suffer from nerves, a little bit of anxiety. Then it's second one, nothing to lose, just go for it, relax, do your best. Passes over to Jonathan Brown, his Swiss teammate.
Jonathan Alfred Brown, big number 77.
Brown was 6th at the World Youth Championships a few weeks ago.
Ready. Attention.
Currently lying in 4th place. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? He seemed to just run off the ramp. It's all over. Failed to get his tools into the ice. Quite a high-risk strategy. Just making a big step there for athletes to start. And next up, Ivan Lashenko, preferring his own foot placement. And he's off. Lashenko, 16.40 was his previous time. So he's not one of the fastest of the Russians. But he's putting in a spirited effort here. Let's see what time it gives him. 16.78. He gets the timing mat just as he loses his feet. Just slightly, almost exactly the same speed as his previous run. 16.4 was his first run, 16.78. So just under half a second slower. Next up, Nikita Glazarin. Can he improve his previous best? Currently lying in first place, 10.55, 5-time youth speed champion. What's he got? Pay attention, because this boy is fast indeed. Looking good, very fast. Oh, he's stuck and lost a bit of time. He knows it's not as fast as his first, so he's taking his time. He always says, I'll climb this instead. 16.07. Yeah, he knew it wasn't as good as his first performance, so cheekily went off to the left there. Began well. We saw him hit the central section. It was all good, and then he just got a little bit stuck. And then here, he just decided to have a little bit of fun, play on that corner. So, next up, Pavel Shubin, currently lying in 3rd place, previous best 11.40. So he's on the podium. 11.40. Third in the under-21s at the World Championships. He's just waiting for... And there goes the beep, and he's off. He managed to make it onto the vertical wall, and he's already halfway up it, nearing the meters are closing in. Just a couple more. Gets the timing map. Very fast time from Pavel Shubin. 10.36. He goes into the lead. Superlative performance there from Pavel Shubin. Flawless and fortunate not to have any mistakes, no ice breakages. Managed to make all the way to the top. So Nikita Glazarin will need to dig deep on his 3rd run to reclaim his first place. Let's still open to anyone's. Now, next up, Igor Zinoviev, 19 years old, previously fell. So he needs to just get onto the scoreboard. Kicks the left leg in. Starts with both tools in the eyes. Scampers up the ramp. And he scampers up this vertical section very fast. The legs are just spinning, propelling him upwards in a very fast time. But is it fast enough to get him onto the leaderboard? 11.70. It's not quite enough to get onto the podium. It leaves him currently in 4th place. Amazing that such a fast ascent doesn't get you on the podium. But this may be youth, but these are absolutely senior winning worthy times. Danila Bikulov exhales the nerves, closes his eyes. One last exhalation before he begins his ascent. Very fast indeed. Absolutely flying. He's determined. He's absolutely going for it. Gets the time. Matt, oh, he's at cross. 10.32. But it's enough to get him into the lead. It is marginally faster than his previous run of 10.93. Just see what happened again. And he was really going for that. Going for the timing, Matt. You want to try and do it without breaking into your rhythm, and managed to get a little bit cross with himself. Just that didn't seem to matter in the end. Anyway, now back to the women, and it's Caitlin Russell-Connor now beginning her 3rd and final ascent. She fell on the previous run, but she will be hoping just to stay on the ice. This one. Can she do it? Can she stay on all the way to the top? Oh, and she can't. I think it was, she got her left pick stuck there, and it was leveraging it out, unbalanced herself, and she lost her right pick. And then with nothing left in the ice, unfortunately, gravity did its thing, which it is wont to do in this sport. So the left got stuck, the right is not super secure. We just saw she stepped up, the right came loose. So Anna Pavliuk is next. 15.79 was her previous best, currently lying in 2nd place. Sprints up the ramp. Now onto the steeper section. Really powering herself up, propelling herself upwards and upwards, those legs spinning. Nice cadence going here. And it really is a running cadence that she's got. 15.86. Pretty much same time as her previous run of 15.79. That guarantees her a medal at least. Currently lying in 2nd place now with Yulia Filatova now about to begin her 3rd and final run. 16.09 was her previous. Steely look of concentration there from Filatova. Very determined indeed. Look at her go. Races up the ramp. Now she's flying up this part. Absolutely going for it. With a stumble, recovers. Back on it. Fighting hard. Gets the timing, Matt. 14.09 seconds. That takes her into 2nd place. Over and above her teammate Anna Pavliuk, booting her down into 3rd place. And she managed to shave 2 seconds off her first run. Exactly 2 seconds. 16.09 was her first run, and this was 14.09. About a 10th of a second slur. Now, Irina Dubotsova. Now, 13.50 was her previous best. So her first place is secured. Can she improve on her time? Maybe not. That was a little bit of an unplanned wait there. 15.29, not as fast as her 13.50 run. So Irina Dubotsova now walks away as the under-21 European Youth Champion 2022. Great performance there from the Russian. So straight back to men under-21s, and this is Benjamin Bossard. So his second run was his fastest, 21.17, 16.87. Can he improve on that? Saw him really launch himself up that ramp. Now he's seems to be getting faster with every run. Can he maintain the speed all the way to the timing mat? Well, he can't argue with a performance like that. 16.11, nothing to fault there. Really good, solid performance. No mistakes. Just kept those feet moving. Good technique. Quite the speed of some of the more professional Russian athletes. Quite important to remember that the Swiss don't have quite the same facilities. Now, this is Jonathan Brown. Can he stay on the route? Yes, he can. No, he can't. He's back on. Manages to save himself, but he's lost a bit of time. It won't be as fast as his first run, but at least he's managed to stay on the route. So Jonathan Brown, 14.77 was his best time. That gives him the time of 17.50. So his first run was his best run. Still, at least he managed to climb there, unlike his second run when he just came off at the top of the ramp. Now, Ivan Loshchenko, 20-year-old Russian, is up next, looking to improve on his previous best of 16.40 seconds, which was his first run. Second run, 16.78. So he's not a podium contender.
Yeah, so all of the volunteers, go get your Finland t-shirts from the kiosk.
But he's putting in a valiant performance, and that gives him 16.54. So you can't fault him for consistency. 16.4, 16.78, 16.54. So it'll be his first run that goes through and counts, leaving him nominally in 7th place. Now it's Nikita Glazerin next. Amazingly, he's currently lying in 3rd place. Such were the fast times of Bikolov and Shubin, so he needs to dig deep and have an absolutely flawless performance if he is to get back into the #1 spot. Let's see if he can do it. Makes a fast start. Very, very seriously committed now. He's going for it. All out. It's all or nothing now for Bikolov. Can he do it? Did he get the timing mat? Nikita Glazerin, that counts as a fall because he didn't get the timing mat at the end. It was looking really solid. That just goes to show that even at the final moment, he can make a costly error. So Nikita Glazerin, his best run was his first at 10.55. Pavel Shubin, next up, 10.36, currently lying in 2nd place. Can he improve upon that? Up the ramp. Now, hits the midsection, fast. Looking good. He's been hoping that there will be no mistakes Gets the timing. No, he didn't get it either. Didn't get it either. That's extraordinary. Both Russian athletes, Nikita Glazerin and Pavel Shubin, failed to hit timing mat. And what would have been a very fast ascent, we'll never know, because he failed to get the timing mat. Just goes to show that even this it's got a real unique technique. You've got to hit it. But they are mid-air usually when they are striking it. Igor Zinoviev now, 19-year-old.
Ready, attention!
11.7 was his first fastest run. Dabai. Can he improve on that? Looking fast. Is it enough to get him on the podium? 10.89. No, it's not enough. Very fast, but not fast enough. Just goes to show the standard. The bar is so high with these under 21 male. It's really, it's adult level. It really is. Senior level. You've got to be so quick to get on the podium. Even a near perfect run like that is not enough. So last up now, Danila Bikulov, whose first place is guaranteed. He will take the gold here today. Can he improve on his second run of 10.32 seconds? He's very fast to start. Off he goes. The right just got stuck. No, he's off. Cross. He's a little bit angry. It's the second time that happened. We've seen. He just got his left pick stuck. Wasn't able to continue. Frustration shows, but he takes the gold with his second run of 10.32 seconds. So it'll be Danila Bikulov, Pavel Shubin, and Nikita Glazerin who take the 1, 2, 3 in the male under 21s. Now we waste no time in moving straight on to the adults now, and this is from Japan, Haruko Takuchi, competing in the European Championships.
Ready, attention!
37 years old, 16th in Asfe. Now, anyone can take part in the European Cup or European Championships, but you won't count. So she's just here just to get the mileage and experience. She can't actually compete, not coming from a European country. Great to see some of the Japanese athletes come all the way to Europe for a Sasfe a few weeks ago. And again here in Oulu. 46.43 seconds from Haruko Takuchi. So, next up, Selina Bossard.
Ready, attention!
So good technique, not the fastest, but you've got to make the top to get on the scoreboard.
Then we have Olga Kosek from Poland, making her way up the ice like everyone else.
Solid performance there from Selina Bossard, 27.24.
27.34 seconds.
Olga Kosek. Excuse me, that was Olga Kosek, because Selina Bossard, who would normally be taking part, she competed in the youth, and so she goes forward. So next in the lineup was Olga, excuse me. Now it's Marianne van der Steen, 37 years old, from Holland. Fast start up the ramp. Now she hits that central section, vertical ice. Not technically difficult for a climber of her ability, but it's all about the speed. All about getting there as fast as possible, getting those legs, powering your way up, launching yourself up, almost dynoing the whole way to the top. Gets the timing, Matt. Van der Steen, 26, 3-4.
Marianne's time, 26.36 seconds at the first.
Next up is Aneta Lujeka. Back in Europe after her American tour. She was 3rd at UIAA at the Fest and 5th at the North American Championships. Now, didn't see her in SAS, but here she goes. Runs up the ramp. Can she continue this fast ascent? She's now, first time she's not able to compete in the Youth Championships. Just turned 22. Really great to see her come on in the last few years now. What time is this going to give her? Aneta Lujeka. 23.84 seconds. See that steely determination. She gritted her teeth and then attacked the ice here. Really went for it. Unfortunately, 23.84 only leaves you in 7th place on the leaderboard. So all those youth times do count. Currently, Irina Dubotsova is in the lead now. This is Ekaterina Nemova. 27 years old. So far, so good. Got that side pull going on. It comes off, recovers, just loses a little bit of time. Just by the time in Matt, 17.61 seconds there for Nemova. So with all the youth competing, their times go forward to the adult category. So that's why it's a little bit confusing, because we've got some athletes who've already done their runs. Next up, Alina Vlasova, 32 years old, from Russia. She was 3rd in Kirov last year, when we had the only World Tour stop in Kirov. Oh, look at the low winter sun there in Oulu.
Ready, attention.
Vlasova. Up to the ramp. Now she attacks. Vertical section. Great technique. Flawless performance so far. Looking very fast indeed. Right came out there. Did well to recover. Gets the timing map. 15.32. Now that pushes her into 3rd place on the leaderboard. Great performance there. Currently, the number 1 and number 2 spots are taken up by Irina Dubotsova and Yulia Filatova, whose times from their runs in the youth division carry forward to the adults. So next up is none other than Maria Tolokonina, 6-time speed champion. What she got for us today. Fast. Is it fast enough? Heroic recovery there. I thought she was off. 16.23. Not enough to get her on the podium. She may be a 6-time world speed champion, but she only managed a 3rd in Saas-Fee. Only 8th in Kirov. Is she losing her touch? Last up, Natalia Savitskaya,
Kuka sieltä lähtee?
28-year-old from Russian.
Naisten
She is the world champion
nopea
from
kilpailu.
Taspe.
Saadaan yhdelle.
And this is why. Look at those legs go. Perfect climbing technique. Very fast. Just a few more meters now. 14.20 seconds. She moves into third. She boots Alena Vlasova down into fourth place. But it's not as fast as the winning run still from Irina Dubotsova, which is 13.50. That is the time to beat. So now we go over to the men. And normally it would be Jonathan Brown, but because he's already competed, we go straight to Georgi Dublinsky, a 35-year-old from Novosibirsk.
Ready, attention.
Didn't see him compete in Taspe. Very fast. Indeed. Got the side pull going on that section of the ice. Now reaches up to get the timing mat. 14.98 seconds. Some way off the pace. We're competing in the under-21s. We have got Danila Bikolov, Pavel Shubin and Nikita Glazerin all occupying the 1, 2, 3 spots. And the time to get on the podium, you need to be sub 11 seconds. David Buffar now. Competing for Romania, which is where he lives, originally from French side of Canada. One of the few non-Russians to get into the top 10. The fast climber. But the competition is seriously stiff today. Let's see what he's got for us. Those legs working super fast. Not sure. He's not sure that will be enough. .49 seconds. Some way off the pace. Those steel picks, I believe, belong to Pauli Salminen from Finland. Finland's only male athlete competing today. One of the veterans, 40 years old. Look at him go. Absolutely great performance here from Pauli. Last bit. Oh no, and he's off. Oh. Also, like some of the Russians we saw earlier, just coming off as he reached the timing mat. Until then, Pauli was looking so strong. It was looking a really solid performance. May not have been a podium contender, but the frustration really shows. Pauli, along with his wife, Annie Bertlin, who done so much to bring on all the next generation. So this is Dennis van Hoek from Holland. 34 years old. Speed is it's not his first discipline, but you wouldn't know that to look. Really great technique there. Long reaches with the arms. 14.79 seconds from Dennis van Hoek. Which puts him into 8th place. Good skill to hang in there. A few of the spectators. So this is Maxim Vlasov, semi-retired, 42 years old, world speed champion of 2006. Look at him go. He's absolutely racing up there, lightning speed. Lost none of his edge by the looks of it. Super fast descent, 11.96 seconds. But amazing that that only gets you a 7th place. Look at the concentration there on his face. He also, interestingly, chose to hang on to that corner. Many athletes preferring that side pull kind of technique. And it really allows you to sort of swing up and through the move. Now, next up is Nikolai Kozlovlev, 3-time world speed champion. 39 years old. Question remains, is he still top of his game? Let's see. Fast. Is it going to be fast enough to beat his Russian teammates? So far, so good. Strong performance. Strong performance. Very solid. 11.37 seconds. Moves into 6th place. Not quite enough. Danila Bikolov's remains the time to beat of 10.32. You've got to get under 11 seconds. Second B layer there gives an indication of the speed and the reason why you need 2 B layers in the speed discipline. 2 more athletes still to come. Anton Niemov, who had somewhat of a disappointing performance in Saas-Fee. He was made to look distinctly slow, but he's not looking slow now. And he's off. He stares at the ice, looking for an answer, and it's not coming. Anton Niemov, 2-time speed champion, looked decidedly off the pace when he competed in Saas-Fee. So looking here for redemption, but he's not going to get it on his first run. He just came off. Just unlucky, really. That right pick hooked into nothing. Last up, Vadim Mountaineering, 23 years old. Another fast climber. 6th in Saas. Now, a pause like that, no longer in a winning spot. Still fast. Gets the timing map. Mountaineering, 12.58 seconds. Currently lies ninth position after the first run of all the male athletes. So interesting that none of these seniors have managed to improve on the times of the youth. Of the youngsters and the under-21, Bikolov, Shubin and Glazerin still occupy positions 1, 2, 3. As we now go back to the women. And this is Haruko Takuchi going for her second run. The time for her to beat is 46.43 seconds. Fastest female time is Irina Dubotseva's 13.5 seconds.
Seuraavana harvoperä reisille saadaan numerolla 74
Olga Kosek, all-round adventure climber from Poland. 7th in Saas-Fee. What she got in store for us on her second run. 27.24 was her time in the first run. Can she improve on that? Steady, but looking very solid, very confident. Not going to be a podium winner, but she does manage to shave a couple of seconds off. 25.77 seconds. Good performance here from Olga Kosek. As Mariana van der Steen now steps up, ready for her second run.
Attention.
Driven all the way from Holland with her husband Dennis van Hoek to compete here in Oulu, this European Championships. Big shouts from below. She tries to improve on her first run time of 26.34 seconds. Looking pretty similar. Gets the timing, Matt. 25.51 seconds. Just a fraction of a second faster than her first ascent. Some way off the pace of the Russians. But it's always worth pointing out, and a reminder, that speed is really a different game in Russia. They really train for it. They've got the facilities for it. So it's not always fair to compare athletes. Now, Aneta Lujeka
Ready.
from
Attention.
the Czech Republic. Really seen her take to the sport and commit, taking part in the event. She was recently in America, taking part in UIAA. Now it's the speed. She's fast, did well to hang in there. Just a few more meters now. One more move. She's got it. Aneta Lujeka, 22.07 seconds. It's the second faster than her previous run. Good technique. So it's Ekaterina Nemova now, 27 years old.
Ready. Attention.
Runs up the ramp. Now, it's on the vertical ice. So far, so good. A little bit of a mistake there, but she's still looking strong, looking good. And gets the timing, Matt, in a time of 16.57 seconds. Leaves her provisionally in 8th place, just to give an idea of where that gets you in the overall rankings. She was a second faster than her previous run, 17.61. Now it's Alena Vlasova, ready to take on, 32 years old, competing since 2017. Something of a veteran, got the experience, but has she got the speed? Just that dynamism required of this sport. Just the power that is required in the legs is something else. It's not a winning time, but it's a very good time. 15.95 seconds. She remains in 4th place. Not as fast as her first run of 15.32. Alena Vlasova. Right, Maria Tolokonina. Absolute legend in the sport, 6-time world champion.
Ready. Attention.
Has she still got it? Gets up the ramp. Now she attacks the vertical section. Really going for it. Nothing can stop her determination now. She means business. Is it fast enough? It's fast, but is it winning time? Not sure it is. She doesn't seem to think so. 15.70, it's not. That only gives her 5th place. Does seem to be a story that the youngsters now are coming through and are dominating, and the veterans, such as Maria Tolokonina, are starting to be squeezed out. Just doesn't quite have the speed of some of these younger teammates. Irina Dubotseva, Ilya Filatova. Now, last up, Natalia Savitskaya.
Ready. Attention.
She won in Saspe. Can she add European world champion to world youth champion? Let's see. It's fast. 12.79. And that puts her into the lead.
12.75 seconds, and I think that takes her
Perfect run.
the second round.
Managed to get onto the ice perfectly, and there were no mistakes. She now moves into first place, 12.79, and of course, none of the other three have a chance to reply to that. So we're now back to the men. Georgi Dublinsky. Ready to show us what he can do again. Impressive. 13.60 seconds.
Oliko se itse mikki päällä jo?
Great technique from the Russian. David Buffard now. 18.49 was his previous time. He looked a little bit frustrated at the end of it. He's got his right stuck there. Just skipping up with the feet. It's looking good. So far, impressive. Gets the timing map. Just 60.41. A couple of seconds faster. But still some way behind a winning performance. The time required to get on the podium is faster than 10.55 seconds from Nikita Glazerin, who did his round in the youth, in the under-21s. Now, Pauli Salminen, been competing for 6 years, takes a running start. They're up the ramp now. Let's see, he's got to go all the way to the top. He fell just as he got to the timing mat now. He's just got to keep this up, make sure he stays on. He's going to get the timing mat. He did this time. He's on the scoreboard with a time of 14.93 seconds. Leaves him currently 13th on the leaderboard. Great performance from the Finnish athlete.
Yesterday they told me I have to. And I see you not do it, and I think it's better. Okay, good.
Next up, Dennis Van Hook.
Ready.
Just prepares himself,
Attention.
readies for battle. Up the ramp. Now, still going for it, running up this the vertical ice. Big shouts, looking good. Very fast time, 14.77. Great performance there from Dennis Van Hook. Not sure he could have gone any faster on that. No mistakes. Great technique. Just not quite the pace, though. Nikolai Kuzovlev is due up next, and it's a measure of the talent now. And that's not Kuzovlev, excuse me, this is Vlasov. Vlasov, super fast, amazing. He was competing 15 years ago, still competing today, and still so fast. He is off. Incredible. Age 42, semi-retired. Vlasov has still absolutely got the speed and the technique. Keeping those elbows in quite close. The ice just broke away there on the right. Now we've got Nikolai Kuzovlev. Kuzovlev only managed 11.37 seconds which is crazy fast.
Attention.
But he's got to be under 10.55 seconds to have any chance of getting on the podium. He wants it. He's going hard. He's really pushing, giving it all he can to get there. Fast. Is it going to be fast enough? Nikolai Kuzolov, 10.75 seconds. It's not fast enough. Fourth place he goes into. Much better than his previous. He shaved off almost a second from his time on his first run, but he needs to 0.2 of a second to get onto the podium. Great performance though, Nikolai Kuzovlev. Now Anton Nemov seems to be just a little bit off the pace. He fell on his first round now, so the pressure is on Nemov now. Very fast start there from Anton Nemov. He means business, determined. This is all he trains for. Had a little bit of a glitch there. Did he get the timing, Matt? He did. 11.16 seconds. Well, he's on the scoreboard, but in 7th place, which is not a position he's used to, being a 2-time world speed champion. It wasn't so long ago that he won every single tour stop on the world tour. That being 19. He's in the unusual position of not being anywhere near the podium. So there's going to be a little bit of a break now because Anton Nemov managed to spear the rope. So we need to swap out the rope and replace that. Thanks to our partners there, Outdoor Research. We're just pulling the rope down now to replace that. Big thanks to everyone who makes this possible, all our partners and all the volunteers who build this ice structure, the belayers, the judges. Great venue. This is the 5th time now that Oulu has been hosting a tour stop. Hosted a few years ago. It's hosted a tour stop every year since 2018, I believe. There's Anton Nemov. Another look at his run. Super fast. Ah, that's where he got the rope. You saw him just spear it right at the top. Lovely conditions here in Oulu. Often known as the capital of northern Finland. It's situated some 600 kilometers north of Helsinki. Once known for its wood tar and salmon. But maybe now they should add ice climbing to that list. To be Finnish, having beaten the Russians at their own game. However, in today's ice climbing, it does seem the Russians are dominant. So far on the speed. The speed is, of course, the Russians' dominant sport. There hasn't been a year where a Russian has not won the World Speed Championships. Excuse me, there was one year where a non-Russian has won been dominant and won the Speed World Cup, and that was Alexander Matev's Vukotic from Slovenia. It was in 2008 that he won the World Cup Speed, but every other year going back since 2006 has been won by a Russian. So this is Igor Zinoviev. Excuse me, Vadim Malchikov. That was his final run.
jääkiiltä.
12.67 seconds. So we're back with the women. And all the way from Japan, Haruko Takuchi. Getting in some mileage and practice. Coming from outside of Europe, of course. She cannot, her time does not actually go through to the standings. Previous time was 35.49. And this brings her a time of 35.88.
Seuraavana reitille saadaan Olga Kosek, bib number 74.
Olga Kosek now steps up, ready. Her final run. Previous best was 25.77. She's more of a lead specialist. Oh no, she's fallen and come off the other side. But she still managed to hung in there. Almost did a Jonathan Brown. He kept running and came off the other side. From that. Obviously, we're not going to see a winning performance here, but I think for entertainment value, she should come top there. Oh, and she's off. She's done a Pauli Salminen come off just at the timing map. 31.13. She seems to acknowledge the crowd there. Oh, they just lost her foot. Managed to just cling on. Good recovery from Olga Kosek. Marianne van der Steen now. 25.51 is the time to beat. This is Marianne van der Steen, just to reiterate. Still fighting, still going for it. Just seems to have slowed a little bit in this section. Last meter, come on, gets it. 26.52. Good consistency, her three runs, 26.34, 25.51, and 26.52. So it's her second route that counts, 25.51, leaving her in 12th place. There we go. Next, Aneta Lujeka. Begins with a smile. We're going to see the smile replaced with a steely determination. We are. Off she goes. Up the first section, up that ramp. Now she attacks the vertical ice. She's definitely one of the more competitive of the non-Russian athletes. She's got bags of enthusiasm and determination now. Final meter, timing that. Does she get it? She does. 20.49 seconds. Managed to lose almost 4 seconds from her first run. So really great to see her getting faster with each run. And it's a long route, this, remember, 22 meters this wall. Aneta moves into 10th place now as Katerina Nemova, 27-year-old from Russia, begins her final run. Legs and arms working in unison as she starts flying up the route. Perfect rhythm, and that's what it's all about, just trying to maintain that rhythm now and hope there are no mistakes. There aren't. She gets the timing mat. Great run there from Nemova. not quite the pace of some of the others, but 15:21, still an impressive time. Her fastest run, but it leaves her in 4th place currently. As next up, Alina Vlasova. Oh, seems not everyone, not just the climbers, are enjoying themselves. So Vlasova now steps up to the start.
Ready? Attention!
See what she is capable of. Previous time, 15:32 was her fastest run. That was on her first run. Can she get faster than that? It's looking good. We're hoping no mistakes now. Can she do it all the way to the top? Last effort now. Gets the timing mat and the time of 15:02. She's faster than her first 2 runs. Half a second faster than her first run, but it leaves her just in 4th place. Just squeezes Nemova down. Now, Tolokonina is next up. 16.23, 15.70. She's capable of faster. Can she do it? Like she had a little bit of a slip on the start, but she's recovering. Big lolloping strides now. She makes her way in the midsection of the route. Loses a pick and she loses time. That'll cost her dearly. No podium today for Maria Tolokonina. She knows it's 17.20. Very disappointing for her. Unusual place for her as well to not be anywhere near the podium. She remains in 6th place. Her fastest time of 15.70 seconds, which is a second slower than Yalia Filatova, currently lying in 3rd place. And Tolokonina looks like she has hurt herself as well as she stabbed herself in the leg. Just limping a little bit. Looks as though she has cut herself. She is helped away. Hopefully it's not serious. I'm sure we'll see her smiling again shortly. But the right rip there, and she just wasn't able to recover, and she knows that that time would have just cost her. Still, she went for it, but now it's Savitskaya currently lying in 1st place. She puts in another fast time, really going for it. She had a little bit of a pause there, but recovering. Not going to be as fast possibly as her first run. Savitskaya going for it, last meter. 14.37 seconds, not as fast as her previous run, but she will remain in 1st place, 12.79 seconds. Really great performance from Savitskaya. She just didn't have the luck of the ice this time around. A couple of places where she's lost seconds, but she raises her arm in the air to acknowledge her win. She will take the gold. Now, Natalia Savitskaya with that time of 12.79, and Irina Dubotseva coming 2nd. Yulia Filatova coming 3rd with a time of 14.09. Now, Georgi Duplinsky now races for his 3rd and final run. Really going for it from this Russian. Looking strong, looking good. No mistakes so far. Last few meters now to the timing mat. What's it going to be? Makes a last desperate bid. 13.91. Gets it. It's not a winning performance. Some way off the pace. But very solid run there from Duplinsky. But marginally slower than his 2nd run. 13.60. David Buffar now, seeing what he can do. 18.49, 16.41. He knows the odds are stacked against him, but he's going to give it his all. He does. Right, gets onto the vertical ice now. It's just about keeping that rhythm going, racing those feet, keeping those picks in, making sure the hooks are good, pulling off to the side. It's a technique that works for him. Gets the timing mat. 16.23 seconds from David Buffar. It is his fastest time, but it leaves him in 15th position. Great performance there from David. He was 15th in Saasfe as well, and it looks like he's going to end up in 15th place here. Now, Pauli Salminen. So on his first run, he came off just as he got to the timing mat. Very frustrating. Second run, he managed 14.93. Now, poised, ready, goes for it. Big shouts now from below as Finland's only male athlete does his best. But the time is all over, really. That little stop, impromptu stop, will have cost him dearly. He knows it. But gets the timing mat, 17.89. Not as fast as his second run of 14.93. But great effort there from Salminen. And this route, of course, isn't his only contribution, along with his wife, Annie Bertling. The pair have been instrumental in bringing on the youths. So we have them to thank for this really thriving scene in Finland. Now he passes over to Dennis van Hoek.
Ready? Attention!
14.77 was his previous best. He's looking good so far. Big shouts from below. Definitely faster than his previous run. Gets the timing mat. It is faster. 13.95. Almost a second faster. Great performance there from Dennis van Hoek. Driven all the way from Holland to be here for this weekend's ice climbing. So now next up to the plate is the speed champion from 2006. Now he fell on his second run, Maxim Vlasov. Incredible athlete. Come out of retirement to be here. Look at him go. Look at that style. He's just flying up there. Really great. Great technique. Goes for the timing mat. What's it going to be? 11.71 seconds. But that only gets him into 8th place. Unbelievable. But a really, really beautiful technique there. Just to see him kind of pulling through the moves, flowing through the moves.
Sometimes it changes.
It's yours, his fastest time, maybe.
Kozlovlev.
Yeah, at the end it changes the time.
He knows he's got to pull one out the bag right now because he's lying in 4th place. He's tantalizingly close to the podium. 10.75, but he needs to get faster than 10.55. 0.2 of a second he's got to shave off. Can he do it? Looking fast. Really racing, and he's giving it his all. No mistakes so far if he can get that timing mat. What's it going to be? Kozlovlev, 10.75. Again, exactly the same time as his second run. What are the odds of that? You can't fault his consistency, but sadly for him, it won't be enough to get onto the podium. You know, with a performance like that, it's extraordinary that that doesn't automatically get you on the podium. Can't argue. It's fast, no mistakes, perfect technique. Anton Nemov next. Are we seeing the passing of the old guard? Kozlovlev's 39 years old. Nemov 37 years old. They don't quite have it. Nemov 11.16 was his previous. Can he do it? Can he recover? So far, so good. Looking strong. He means business. He's giving it his all. That could be a very competitive time indeed. 10.19. That goes into the lead from Anton Nemov. The answer to his critics and to those questions is absolutely no, I am not past it. I've still got it. And he's just demonstrated to everyone here that he's absolutely still has the potential to be top of his game. Giving a little reminder perhaps to the youngsters coming through the ranks, the Bikolovs, the Shubins, the Glazarins, that he's still capable of being top dog. Anton Yemov, first place for him with a time of 10.19. But there's still one man remaining, and that is Vadim Maltchukov, who could yet upset everything. It would have to be an absolute performance of a lifetime, because his previous best was 12.58. Looking fast, very fast indeed. Waiting for the clock, 10.91. It is indeed extremely fast. It's a podium potential running. Really good technique here as he entered the midsection. 10.91, but 10.91 only leaves you in 8th place in this heat. Such is the talent. So let's have a look at the leaderboard after the men's speed finals. Little dog enjoying the weather and being outside. Little spectators. Absolute great performance all round. What a drama and action from this morning. And it's just the start. Okay, so we've got the leaderboard finally, the standings after the men's final. Anton Yemov takes the gold. Danila Bikolov takes the silver, and Pavel Shubin takes the bronze in an all-Russian lineup for all top 8 athletes. So congratulations to all those athletes who took part in the speed. A reminder that we are next on at midday for the under-16s female and male lead final. That's 12 o'clock finish time, 12 o'clock local time. Until then, see you and thank you for watching.